What's up everyone, it's Ed from Barstarzz and I'm here today at Integrative Spine and Sports in New York City with my childhood friend, Jesse, who's a doctor in physical therapy. And today he'll be treating me as well as giving you guys some tips on how to take preventive measures.
Preventative?
Perfect.
So we just need to find out what bothers your shoulder first. So what bothers your shoulder?
Alright, so I have all range of motion like this.
Yeah.
Well, the only real thing that bothers me is when I come here and I go anywhere back.
Okay.
And then if I'm ever doing a pull-up at the very bottom, never on the first rep, but maybe on the repetitive reps, once I get to the very bottom of the lockout position, I feel it.
Alright, let's see.
Roughly around that. Can't see that. Alright.
Well, I need to find out what hurts you, so let's do it. So let me know which part of the motion bothers you.
Kind of like when I take off to go to the beginning. So this first mini section.
Alright, so just hang there. Does that bother you from hanging there?
No.
Alright, slowly come on up. Which part
Right
bothers you?
there.
Okay.
And then from here up doesn't bother.
Okay.
So only the very end of that range of motion.
Coming back down?
Yeah.
Okay. How about up top? All the way up
No,
top?
doesn't.
Alright. Alright, cool. So let's do the whole thing now. So I'm gonna do like a full body assessment. I wanna see how you do it from the neck down to your toes. Alright?
Cool.
So just stand over there for me.
Here?
Yep. The monkey see, the monkey do, alright? So you just do whatever I tell you to do, just mimic me. Alright. Chin down to your chest for me. Alright, he doesn't quite get to the chin. Come on. All the way up. I'm looking for his head to be about parallel. Too tight, he doesn't get there. Come on, straight. Nose and chin over to your right shoulder. So I'm looking to see if he gets just mid to the clavicle. He's not there. Other side. Same thing, just short of mid clavicle. I know it's just your shoulder, but we have to figure out everything. Because your shoulder could be a problem, but it can affect everything along the line. Turn your hand back to reach the opposite shoulder.
Yeah.
I want you to try to do that again from here.
Am I allowed to crawl on my back?
No. Any pain there?
No.
All right. This is the shoulder that you injured? No.
No, it's the left one.
Okay. All right, so that motion requires motion in your mid-back. It requires motion in your shoulders, it requires motion in the elbow. Now let's break down each joint and find out which one is limiting us. So let's start with the shoulder first. So that requires internal rotation. So let's check internal rotation. You're gonna grab my crotch on that one, so we're gonna change the angles for that. Any pain there?
I don't feel pain, but I notice it. I don't know if that makes sense.
What do you mean notice it?
Like I know if you, like I feel it moving on my inside the left shoulder. I mean the right shoulder. Mm-hmm. Like I guess I feel the rotator cuff turning.
Okay.
So not necessarily a pain, but.
All right, you do that motion.
So raise up.
Yeah. Definitely some. So what Eddie's showing is there's definitely some restriction coming into the internal rotation in the shoulder. If I push him too far, his shoulder blade is going to want to dip forward and dump forward, so he can steal some motion there. But he doesn't quite get it. I feel resistance right here. So the shoulder's definitely tight. Now, in order to come back here, you also need some extension. So let's check for extension. Okay, Eddie, just bring this arm straight up over to the ceiling. All right, so I'm looking for about 50 degrees here. Eddie's not showing me that. He's also kind of abducted or turned out. He couldn't stay in that plane. So let me see if I can put him there. Just relax for me. and I can't. The structures in the front of his shoulder, it could be his pecs, it could be his deltoids, it could be the rotator cuff, it could be a whole host of things trying to really tight. I need to further deduce which one it is. Now let's get elbow. So from here, right here, just bring that thumb over to your shoulder. Cool. So Eddie could do that. I can do it too. So his elbow is not the one limiting us in that regard. I didn't think it was either. Now let's check that thoracic spine. Working here though? Like exact same pain. So you demonstrated the pull up, you felt pain. Is anything I'm doing reducing the same pain?
No.
Okay.
But I had gone to another physical therapist.
Yeah.
Definitely not a doctor. But he said that he thinks it could have been one of the chest fibers that stretch into the shoulder.
Yeah.
As opposed to the rotator cuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a rotator cuff. I would definitely agree. I assess your rotator cuff, no tenderness throughout. You still have some mobility issues when it comes to that thoracic spine. So we really want to address that. Hard push-ups.
Good.
No pain with that?
Okay.
Okay. And you were saying that when you did the muscle-ups, you were having some...
The muscle-up, yeah. Actually, I was recovered for a while. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say 100%, but I came back to maybe like 85%.
Yeah.
And like pull-ups didn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started doing muscle-ups. And the first 1 or 2 didn't bother me. And maybe when I went into 3 or 4, it would bother me. Yeah, I think the explosive, the transitioning part was what hurt. The pull-up to dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What part of the shoulder bothered you?
It's about here.
Okay.
Yeah, I still feel it there.
You still feel it if you press on it? Is that bothered?
No. I guess I know how to press on it. So
say what?
I guess I know how to press on it, so it hurts.
Is it a deep pain or is it more superficial pain? And you feel like really deep and nagging, or is it more close to the surface?
I never analyzed it. I think it's too hard to tell. It's around here, but it's too hard for me to tell. I would say both.
Sit at the edge. Hold it. Come on, you're strong enough that. Come on, man. Hold it strong. Any pain there?
Yeah. When I let go and I brought the arm down, I felt the sensation here.
Yeah.
It does bother me when I lean into like tuck planche. If I go too far forward, I feel the pain.
Okay. We're definitely figuring. I think I know what it is. Hold it strong and push down. Okay.
Hold this.
Yeah.
Oh,
pain?
there on my bicep.
Yeah. Any pain up there though?
No. I feel like I was curling.
Yeah.
So Jesse, what do you think might have been the issue, and what do you think I could do to prevent any further damage or make it better?
Okay. So I'm thinking is going on in your shoulder. Your rotator cuff looks great. None of the rotator cuff tests I did on you really provoked any pain. Due to the mechanism of injury, when turning and bringing the arm into extreme extension, you can either have 1 or 2 things in the front of the shoulder. It can possibly be a bicep tendonitis, or it can be a slap lesion, which is really simply a tear in the shoulder labrum. Those are really tough to repair and really tough to diagnose. So I highly recommend you go for an MRI or some other radiological test, such as an ultrasound, really figure out what's going on.
And that's the only way to have a 100% accurate assessment.
Yeah, it's best to kind of get it all in a whole bunch of different angles. If you get a physical therapist to look at it, if you get a physiatrist to look at it, and if you get a lot of tests done to actually see what's going on. I mean, MRIs catch everything, so it'll be really good to get an MRI for
So that'd be the number one thing? And what would you say outside of the number one thing? Is there certain exercises, supplements, or daily practice that would might help me get better?
Yeah, sure. So what we identify are your limitations in your mid-back. So we really want to kind of get rid of all the impairments that we found around the shoulder. A shoulder pain changes the way we move and changes the way we function in a lot of the different joints. So if we address everything and give your shoulder a solid environment to heal up, Then once your shoulder gets better, you'll be able to do pull-ups, muscle-ups, and deadlifts a lot more stronger and a lot better.
Cool. And your view on particular supplements, like let's say collagen, glucosamine,
I
MSM?
have no idea. I don't know too much about supplementation. But what I'm going to 100% promote is a proper diet and exercises that are comfortable for you. If push-ups are comfortable for you, then continue doing push-ups. Or if rows are comfortable for you, continue doing rows. It's really important to kind of maintain a really good environment and kind of blood flow throughout in order to kind of appropriately.
All right, thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you, Jesse, for instructing me through that.
No problem. It was an absolute pleasure working with the barstarzz, man. Hopefully you can have me back.
Definitely. If you guys have a question for Jesse, Jesse offered to come back and answer some of your questions. So comment down below what you would like to ask Dr. Jesse.
And please come to the link down below to visit my clinic, Integrative Spine and Sports in Manhattan.
Perfect.